The really important point to keep in your mind, Totara Hospice there in South Auckland is the only hospice in New Zealand that is more than happy to euthanise its patients or to be involved with the euthanizing of its patients. So again, Totara Hospice is the only one. And so now they've gone to media complaining that the funding increase from government is not enough. They say that the 3% increase, which all hospices are getting, is not enough. And I suspect all the hospices would be saying that. Interestingly, the minister has come out and said, actually, Totara Hospice gets far more government funding in percentage terms than pretty much any other hospice. Now, the hospice itself disputes that. But I think if I read it correctly, 80% of the funding for Totara Hospice is from the government, where most other hospices are getting about 50%. But the kicker, as I mentioned, is that this is the only hospice prepared to euthanize its patients. And if you go on and get their annual report, as I've done, or you go on to the charity's website, one of the striking things about Totara Hospice is that the donations that they receive from the general public, well, from their donors, has dropped considerably. And so you can see where I'm going with this, but I strongly suspect that a lot of the people who used to support Totara Hospice and the work they did are no longer doing so. People are not prepared to open their wallets to a hospice that is quite prepared to facilitate the death of its patients through the likes of euthanasia.